Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with a real mess of a concept disc. Oh my goodness, this is just horrible. And it's so typical of what seems to be going on today in the world of arts, which is that performers become completely entrapped in their own narcissistic bubble. There was a disc on a small label featuring the pianist Derek Bell. I don't know how many of you remember Derek Bell, but he was noted for doing John Field. That was sort of his big thing. And he really was a very good pianist, but it was a disc called Derek Bell Plays with Himself. And that was unintentionally humorous. But this should have been called Víkingur Ólafsson Plays with Himself, because that's all he's doing. And listen, the man is entitled to all of the autoerotic musical stimulation he can possibly, dream up. I mean, whatever he wants, it's fine. I just don't like him playing with me, or with you, or with the rest of us. And that's the problem, when the narcissistic bubble in which he's operating bleeds out into the world more generally. Now, of course, Olafsson is like a flavor of the month pianist. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a fabulous pianist. He really is. And he tends to do concept albums, which could be very thoughtful, such as his recent disc of like Debussy and Rameau piano works and things like that. He likes to be provocative. He likes to get you thinking. That's fine. It really is. But this thing called From Afar, you're in trouble. The minute they hit the quasi-spiritual, endless distances, vast wasteland kind of thinking, you're going to have a problem. I mean, it's just axiomatic. But like so many artists these days, as I've said, he just seems to be contemplating his navel musically. I mean, this is the biggest conceptual mess I have ever seen in my life. Let me describe to you what it is, or what it purports to be. First of all, you've got the questing look. I mean, the visuals are part of this. Don't get me wrong. I'm not making fun of the guy. I mean, he just doesn't look too abnormal. But you have this booklet with the picture. There it is, the picture. The vast wasteland, the tracts of emptiness, the journey on the quest for that which is beyond. And there's lots of these things in here. I mean, there's this one, and then we've got some other ones with him poking around. Oh, look, there he is, by the seashore. The vastness of the great emptiness of nature, the wilderness, the solitariness. And look, this is a big one. There he is with his walking stick, tracing a line in the sand. Isn't that deep? Oh my God, just the overwhelming sublimity of it all. So, we're already in trouble. Then he writes the notes. Oh dear. And what do you think the notes are about? They're all about himself. Of course, it's all about me, me, me. Well, here's the me part. Apparently, at some point, he was on a big, long flight, and he stopped in Hungary and went to visit György Kurtag, the Hungarian composer who was absolutely worshipped in contemporary music circles. Now, Kurtag was a very, very serious artist, because all these people take themselves seriously to the point of, insanity. But he was apparently a very nice guy, and he wrote lots of little teeny fragmentary pieces of various kinds. And I find his music to be rather inconsequential. I mean, kill me now, right? It's incredibly serious, short, post-Weberian, occasionally Hungarian folky little sniglets of things. And these sniglets, like Mompu, for example, but without the tunes. And it can be very deep and very serious and very profound. It's very austere, for sure. It is all of those things. And on the other hand, if you take it with too much seriousness, it just becomes pretentious twaddle because there's very little to it. And so anyway, he had a meeting with Kurtag. He liked Kurtag. His dad liked Kurtag. His Kafka Fragmenta for soprano and violin. So he was into Kurtag. So he met Kurtag. He spent 2 hours with the guy. Then he conceived this album, which is essentially a reflection on Kurtag's piano music, but it is conceptually the most confused thing I have ever seen in your life. What it consists of is 22 little tiny piecelets, 22 of them, all right? And they are everything from Bach transcriptions to Schumann's studies in canonic form and transcriptions by Ólafsson of Bach and other people, and Kurtag's own stuff interspersed with Kurtag's own stuff, and a little folk music by Bartók and Icelandic composers, and it's just got everything all jumbled up. It's like a big drawer of junk. It's like if you opened up your junk drawer when you were an adolescent teenager and you would pull out, loose change and a popsicle stick and maybe a Playboy centerfold on the bottom and just all kinds of stuff that's just been lying around in your junk drawer. And this is a junk drawer. And you've got, let's see, aside from Bach and the folk things, a little bit of Mozart, the Laudate Dominum arranged by Ólafsson. It's all spiritual. It's all mostly quiet, mostly so slow. You've got a couple Brahms intermezzi. You've got Schumann's Traumerei after Kurtag's Sleepily, get it? Sleepily, dream thing. And then Kurtag's Twittering, and then Schumann's Prophet Bird, Vogel als Prophet, played with absolutely hypnotic lack of inflection and color. It's dreary, dull playing, quite frankly, because it's trying really, really hard to relate all this stuff together. And what happens when you mix a pointless melange of contrary flavors and textures? You get mud. You just get a bland uniformity. And that's all I hear here is bland uniformity. But that's not the worst of it. I mean, it gets worse because not only do we get to hear this entire program, but this is a 2-disc set. And disc 2 contains the same program played on an upright piano with felt across the strings. It's because Ólafsson wants to recreate the sound of the upright piano that he practiced on when he was a kid, that was in his bedroom. And so you've got a grand piano and an upright piano. And some of the performances are absolutely the same, like in terms of timing and inflection and whatnot. And some of them are either slower or faster. But there isn't any justification inherent in the sound of the instrument for which is which. You get a sense that in doing this kind of autoerotic exercise, the idea was to simply create differences, because you're using 2 pianos. Now he has to. You understand? He has to make some things different from other things. And they can be different in many ways. They can be different and quicker or slower or plunkier or less plunky. Actually, the grand piano sounds just as boring as the upright piano. The only difference is that in order to make the experience as unpleasant as humanly possible, Ólafsson, claiming the desire for intimacy, has recorded the upright piano so close that you can hear his digestive system operating. You can hear the felt hammers woofing on the keys. You hear the instrument creaking and clanking. It's just obnoxious, really obnoxious. And having been bored to tears by the initial run on the grand piano, why on earth would you want to be bored to tears and irritated by hearing a performance noise-filled random poking and prodding at that initial performance on a lousy-sounding upright piano with felt covering the strings? I mean, it's such, like I said, it's just a mess. It's intellectually confusing. It's a mess. I mean, the aspects that you're dealing with here all jumbled up. You've got folk music, you've got Bach, you've got canonic writing, you've got contemporary music, you've got the art of transcription. It's like all of these little bits, they're all just jumbled up, tossed in the pot, and played twice at random. I mean, the notes say it all. Wait a moment. Here we go. This is the last note he has. Here we go. He does Brahms Intermezzo, Opus 16, number 5. It's working like those of a painting whose beauty rests in the unseen. I mean, this is one of those notes. It's all about things you can't hear and things you can't see and things that aren't there. Yeah, what isn't there is like music. Yes, okay. It's arguably the most modern work Brahms ever wrote, the dissonant and painful nostalgia paving the way to Webern and from there to Kurtag, of course, you know. The final work on the album is Kurtag's Scraps of a Kalinda Melody, faintly recollected. I mean, you've got scraps faintly recollected. I mean, do you understand? We're getting to the point where there's so little there, it's like pointless. It's a faint memory of a scrap. Okay? Okay, so, and then he says, it's a memory of a memory, beautiful and ephemeral, heard for a fleeting moment before fading into oblivion. Well, let me tell you something. Oblivion is exactly what this release deserves. I mean, from afar, you cannot get far away enough from afar. It's best viewed vanishingly, a fleeting vision of a memory, of a sound, of a scrap, of an ephemeral... Just nuts, ridiculous, offensively stupid, frankly. So, there you have it. Keep on listening, friends, to things you can hear, to things you can actually hear, to things that are not unheard, unseen, unnoticed, unmentionable, blah. Exactly. Take care.